Hey, this is Russ. I wanted to bring up something that I think a lot of people who are looking at e-bikes don't realize is going to happen to them. All right. Now, I'm not going to say that it might happen to you. I'm going to tell you outright, it's going to happen to you. It's just a matter of when it happens to you. Okay. There is a growing number of people who ride non e-bikes who do not like people who have e-bikes. All right. So what's going to happen to you is you're going to be called a cheater. Yeah, they're going to come right out and say cheater while you're riding, okay? Now they may not come right out and say that in front of you. They may say it, behind your back, but you'll hear it, all right? I've heard it several times. I actually have one guy who actually came out and said that to me. He says, "That's cheating." But he did later on say, "But I do like your bike." So there are some people who are a little envious of your bike, okay? But there are some people who outright hate people who ride e-bikes, all right? I'll give you an example. Today, I was out at a local forest preserve. I rode about 10 to 11 miles to get there, rode around the forest preserve twice, and I think it's at about an 11-mile path. So that's 22 miles, okay? So I already ridden about, 33 miles, and I had another 11 miles or so to get back home. Now, the reason I'm able to do this, I actually bring two batteries on my bike, all right? So I have enough power to get around. So I'm leaving the forest preserve. I'm still on the bike path, but in the exit point to head out into the street area, okay? And there's another gentleman there. Well, we use the word gentleman loosely. It's another guy on a bike, and he's on this white bike. It's kind of a short little bike, and I'm noticing him there, and I'm thinking, is that an e-bike? And I'm looking for a battery. I'm looking for a motor, but I don't see it. And I notice he's going a little slow on the path, and I'm coming up to him now. So I decided, well, I'm going to have to pass him because he's kind of slowing me down, right? I'm going to estimate he was probably riding 11 to 12 miles an hour or something like that. Well, my radrover goes a lot faster than that, and there's no other bikes or people in the area. It's just a two-lane bike path, right? So I move to the left lane and I pass him, and I'm going to guesstimate maybe 17 miles an hour or so passing him. So I continue going down, and I get towards the street intersection that I need to be at. But again, my bike doesn't have enough metal to set off the sensor that's necessary to tell the street that there's a car or a bike or somebody there so that it should turn green, okay? So the only way to do this is you've got to go onto the sidewalk and push the crosswalk button. You guys know what that is, right? And so I push it, and I'm kind of standing there at the intersection on the sidewalk waiting for the green light to turn, okay? And there's plenty of space behind me. So finally, after about a minute or so, I'm standing there waiting. This other person finally rides up, and he's passing behind me, and he yells, I won't use the expletives that he said, but he said essentially, get that semi off of that sidewalk so I can pass, you expletive idiot. All right? What causes people to do something like that? Okay, what set this guy off? And the more I thought about it, I said, well, maybe he didn't like the fact that I was passing him. Okay, and I passed him, and of course I got quite a bit of distance away from him. By the time he showed up, it was about a minute later. All right, maybe he wasn't happy with that, the fact that I was able to go faster than him. These are just things I'm thinking. Or maybe he just doesn't like e-bikes, or doesn't like people in general. I don't know. He's got an issue, obviously. But the whole point is that there are people out there who do not like e-bikes, and they're going to let you know it. All right. Now, they really have no right to be able to say what they're saying to you. But be aware, that's going to happen. All right. They'll either say stuff like cheater, or they'll make comments about you're not riding properly, or you're going too fast, or you're doing something wrong, okay? Or those are illegal to ride here, okay? You're going to hear comments like that, because I've read these things on forums, and you're probably going to hear it as well. So be prepared, okay? Now, I'm not telling people to do anything stupid and react to these people. Just know that it's going to happen, all right? So how did I react? Okay, let me tell you how I reacted. It kind of took me by surprise, and I just kind of stood there like shocked, and I just started laughing. I just said, what, anger issues? As he passed by. So, yeah, there are people with anger issues or whatever. Maybe it's road rage. Bike road rage. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know what it is. It's bike envy. All right. My Rad Rover is kind of large. You can't miss it. That's why you called it a semi. And a lot of people who commented on a thread that I wrote down on one of the Facebook groups, they said, you know, okay, I won't repeat it here. There's some things that they said is really interesting. But the whole gist of it is there are a lot of people who do not like e-bikes, do not like people who ride e-bikes, and you're going to get some negative things said to you. Okay, be prepared for that. Anyways, if you like the video, hit the like button, share this video with potential e-bike purchasers so they understand what's going to happen, okay? And subscribe to Russ is Right, okay? We do a lot of e-bike rides, and by the way, I'm using the e-bike to help rehab my knee. I had a knee replacement that had a lot of problems for almost 2 years now, and the e-bike has helped me a lot in keeping my knee moving, okay? So yeah, I'm doing much better with it, and this is why I ride literally every day unless it's raining or something about the weather that'll stop me from riding. And I would say I average about 15 to 18 miles a day, something like that. I've had my bike for almost 4 months now, and I'm just about 1,550 miles on it already. So yeah, I ride quite a bit. But I've encountered people like this, so be aware. You know, be ready for that. Anyways, if you like the video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll talk to you guys next time.